Sarai said to Avraam, "Look, the Lord has prevented me from bearing children. Come to my slave girl. Maybe that I shall get children through her." I'd like you to hear these words, that I shall get children through her, in Hebrew, because there's much more in it than we understand in English or in any other language. It says, "Ulai ibane mimena." And if you hear, even if you don't know Hebrew, and if you hear the ibane, you hear the ben, the son. Basically, the word means that I get children from you. Literally, it means that I will be built up through you or through her. So it means to add stone, but to stone, to construct a room or a wall. Ben is, in a way, the building of a father and a mother. And if the son is the building, then the father, the parents and the mother, they correspond to the foundation. And therefore, the old rabbis said that whosoever has no son, he's not built. And I think you understand now that they can construct it all in Hebrew with words, so it flows into each other. The one who doesn't have a son, he is destroyed. And there you understand the deep pain Sarah is going through. And then it says Abram listened to the voice of Sarai, and Hagar gets pregnant and gets into the fight with Sarai, and she flees into the wilderness, and there she meets the angel who confronts her with a condition: go back, submit to your mistress. And he gives her a promise and says, you shall become a mother to a great nation. And then the angel says to Hagar, look, you're pregnant, you shall bear a son, and you shall call his name Ishmael. The Lord, or God, will hear, because the Lord has listened to your affliction and humiliation. And now he continues to talk about that son. He says he will be a wild donkey of a man. The Hebrew here makes a construct. It says you will be a wild ass man. So the wild animal is combined with the man, and with these words, actually the text paints an image, paints a picture of a man who is a wild, shy animal, beautiful, powerful, but never to be shackled, never to be caught. We have wild donkeys, wild asses here in Israel, but we hardly see them. They're unbound, free from any yoke of men, and especially from the compulsion of the cities. So, in a way, that's what Ibn Ezra said, and a rabbi from Spain. He said he will be the freest of all men. Nobody will be allowed to dominate him. The text continues, his hand will be against everyone, and everyone's hand against him. Because he is this wild ass, he will be against everybody, and because he's a man, everybody will be against him. And everything that he achieves will be by naked force. That's in these words in there. He will be a robber, a bandit, you would say, if you're not on his side. Everybody hates him and taunts him. He shall dwell over against all his brothers, and in spite of this, he will not flee them. He will face them, live in the presence of them. If we combine this picture, if we see this picture as a whole, and if you know the Middle East, you see that this is in a way a perfect description of the character of the Bedouin. One of the most famous ancient Arab poets sketched the Bedouin ideal, and he says he regards the free life of the desert animal as true humanity. Nobody will be his friend, and yet he dares to oppose everybody, and everybody has to accept him, has to let him go, has to leave him. Our chapter concludes, Hagar bore Abram a son, and Abram called the name of his son whom Hagar bore Ishmael. And Abram was 86 years old when Hagar bore Ishmael to Abram.
Alfa